One thing's certain about Britney's past years. She does not want anything to do with the person the world painted her to be. She's not a good girl. She's from the swamp and she smokes. She's not an American sweetheart. She doesn't do her nails. She screams at anyone who wants a picture of their little ones. She is not someone who can live by the basic social rules. Everyone concluded about her. Britney had her children taken away from her with zero visitation rights. But if Britney were who we thought her to be, a puppet, teasing, coquette, clueless of her sexual power, nobody would have treated her the way that they did. Britney may be suffering from the adult onset of a genetic mental disease or maybe a drug user, but I'll tell you, she's enjoying the chaos she's creating. She has always wanted to be on the paparazzi. With that, I'm on everyone's lips look. Britney Spears has lived her entire adult life in the spotlight, and it never turned out well for her. Everyone keeps wondering of how Britney, who has been in the spotlight, fell from the top of the charts to the depth of her public meltdown in 2007. Well, she suffered from mental disorders. At a time, she was battling both bipolar disorder and postpartum depression. Too much for one person though. According to The Mirror, Britney was always placed on Prozac, which she didn't regularly take, making her behavior more manic. Aside from bipolar disorder and postpartum depression, Britney at one point suffered from anxiety. This made her lose sleep several times. Of course, we know that there must be a trigger to all these things happening around her. Britney's family history and pressures from her profession all played a role in her devastating meltdown. According to Britney, her parents' divorce in 2002 thrilled her a lot. Here's what she has to say about it. "It is the best thing that has ever happened to my family. My mom and dad, bottom line, do not get along. When I was a baby, they argued. I wanted this to happen 10 years ago." It was reported that Jamie, Britney's dad, struggled with alcoholism. According to Jamie's brother, Willie, Jamie would frequently get drunk and fight with his wife, Lynn, and at one time he tried to drive off with Britney after an argument. In 1979, Lynn filed for a divorce and at the same time tried to get a protective order against Jamie, but the divorce was withdrawn. When young Britney could not handle the chaos around her, she left for her aunt's place to cool off, but reunited with her mom in 2010. Jamie's issues may be beyond him though. Rolling Stone reported that his mother committed suicide when he was just 14. I mean, no wonder the way he behaves the way he does. Britney is a product of very bad genetics. Due to what she's passed through, Britney became determined to give her kids the real childhood she never had. Her childhood was centered around becoming a star, and I feel she is determined to give her kids a real childhood, unlike what she had, in which Adnan Gottlieb, Britney's ex-boyfriend, explained to The Sun. Suddenly, she felt the need to please everyone around her, hence mounted pressure on herself. In 2000, she was nominated for the Best New Artist Grammy. Unfortunately, she lost, which hurt her largely because she wanted to please her parents. My mom wanted me to win so bad, and so did my dad. I kind of felt sad that I let them down, and then I talked to them, and they were worried for me. My mom said, "Baby, I could care less if you win or not. I love you." Britney got a breast implant early in her career. The backlash was too much for someone who struggled with low self-esteem. She was devastated at the public backlash to her sudden ample chest. When Britney saw the papers, she was crying in the bathtub uncontrollably, asking, "Why is everyone being so mean to me?" It was very hurtful for her to go through something so privately, so publicly, a friend told Rolling Stone magazine. Why is Britney's case different? When other girls do their boobs, they move on with their lives, and they care to tell everyone, "Yes, I did my boobs." But for someone like Britney, who has suffered so much self-damage, she couldn't overlook what people said about her. Do you think she won't try any cosmetic tweaks again? In 2013, Britney admitted to In Style that she had her lip injection and other fun stuff which she didn't specify. Some experts have also speculated that Britney also underwent a nose job. "I wish my hair were thicker and my feet were prettier. My toes are ugly, and I wish my ears were smaller and my nose would also be smaller," Britney would admit. Part of her public meltdown was because she didn't have time for herself. In 2002, it was revealed that Britney only had 1 hour of scheduled quiet time to herself each day. For years, everyone manipulated Britney. If she didn't want to come out of the trailer, the label would come to me saying, "Please talk to Britney, make sure she performs, and we'll take you on a shopping spree. Now this is her time to play," a friend of hers said. Also, Britney's team was part of her problem. They were so controlling that they were even the ones picking out her underwear and lip gloss, all to maintain her sexualized yet virginal image. In 2005, Britney had her whirlwind marriage to dancer Kevin Federline, and she had 2 sons for him, Sean Preston and Jaden James. However, the marriage had a traumatic ending. Sources had that Britney began dating Kevin when he was a backup singer for her ex Justin Timberlake because she wanted to spite him. Kevin also instigated her to wake most of her team members, including her mom, Lynn, and Larry Rudolph, who had been her longtime managers. During their time together, Kevin always made her feel lonely and sad, which led to partying as a way to cope with her sadness. In November 2006, when Britney could not take it again, she filed for a divorce. "I think I married for all the wrong reasons. Instead of following my heart and doing something that made me happy, I just did it because for just the idea of everything." Anyone who knows Britney very well will know that her meltdown was forthcoming. In February 2007, Britney shaved her hair. ACT experts considered acting out against public pressure and the restrictions she had since becoming a star. Life and Style magazine reported that Britney checked into Malibu rehab in less than 24 hours and checked out again. She blamed her behavior on her manager, who handled her post-divorce. Some months after Britney underwent rehabilitation, she got into a relationship with a paparazzo, Adnan Galib. She allegedly committed a streak of behaviors which included driving without a valid California driver's license and a hit and run of a parked car. She attempted a disastrous comeback at the MTV Video Music Awards in September 2007. And in October of the same year, she lost custody of her sons to Federline. Another breaking point in the life of Britney Spears was her father's illness. Being someone who relies heavily on her father, she took it hard on herself when Jamie fell ill in 2018. Jamie suffered a ruptured colon and was in the hospital for nearly a month, but didn't recover totally. In March of 2019, he underwent a second surgery for the same condition and still hasn't recovered fully. In April 2019, Britney checked into a mental health and wellness treatment center. Britney was distraught when her dad first got sick. Then there was a period when she was handling it better and feeling more positive because Jamie seemed to be improving. But then his condition worsened. She couldn't emotionally handle the thought of potentially losing him. It was her breaking point. A close source told the US Weekly, after her breakdown, her father was named her conservator. This placed him in charge of her fortunes and all her financial decisions. At first, Britney was not comfortable with the idea of a conservatorship, but gave in to the idea to secure future financial stability for her 2 young sons. But this arrangement fell apart 10 years later. Do you think it was a nice idea for Britney to have sought control over her fortunes? Is she now capable of handling it by herself? Share your thoughts in the comments section. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to never miss out on the best, juicy, and insane celebrity news. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.